Well, I suppose one humorous story was when I was on that airborne course in the South, in Amesbury, and we were flying in a Dakota, and there was an Australian pilot. We weren't too high above the ground, and we were tossing out these panniers, and they had all colored parachutes on. And down below there were a bunch of farmers in rubber boots and sticks, and they were trying to chase all these hares, these big jackrabbits, into nets that they'd stretch across fields, and that looked funnier than hell to me. I thought.
Because you're over top, you can see
right.
them.
That was funny.
I wanted to ask, what about, did you by any chance see any Germans? Did
Oh,
you?
yes, yes.
Yeah?
We saw lots of Germans.
Oh, you did?
Lots of them.
Okay.
Well, especially in the prisoner of war camps. We had camps down not too far from the beach there with Germans in there. Lots of them.
So you did run into the prisoners of war and stuff like that? You interacted with some of them?
We hauled a lot of them back from different places where they were captured and took them down to the coast, down to the French areas, not too far from the coast.
Okay.
Where they're in big compounds there.
Mm-hmm. Did you have any the opportunity? Like, did you speak with any of them or anything, or you just did your duty?
No, we just did the job and got rid of them and unloaded them and took off again. The officers were very well, they were a nasty bunch of people.
Okay.
Because there was a lot of SS in that area.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so that's part of what you would do is round them up and take them into wherever they were going to go?
Into an area, you know.
Confined area?
Yeah.
I was wondering if you engaged in any form of combat with the enemy.
I never, personally, not myself, although we were very close to them, and
Mm-hmm.
we got shelled by them, and shortly after we landed, they had a small airstrip near where we were, with Spitfires and Hurricanes, and the German Air Force used to come over at night and drop chandeliers, and that would light up the whole area. And they would drop them, or attempt to drop them on the airstrip there, and they most of the time they missed them and hit us. But we were underground, so that it just destroyed some of the vehicles and that.
When you look back, were there times when you were very afraid?
Well, there was a couple of occasions. One occasion was when we were at a petrol dump. The German Air Force came over and dropped some oil bombs on there, and the loads of piles of petrols and jerry cans started to explode and blow up, and I got the hell out of there as fast as I could go because I didn't want to get caught up in any streams of fire, you know, that it was running all over.
Mm-hmm. So there were times that you just, it of course doesn't matter, it's going to come over you, right?
Yes. Oh.
What do you think your how did you cope? Like what was it that you're thinking? How did day to day being in a dangerous situation, you've got to come up with some way to cope with that. Do you remember what you used to do? Like keep things light, keep them humorous? How?
Oh, I think they were never bothered too much about it. Some of the times we were wondering what we were going to eat that day. If somebody maybe got a chicken, well, we had a place to cook it. And
so day to day, you just Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
What do you remember about the end of the war?
Well, I was in a forest near Appledorn, so I didn't even know the war was over.
When did you finally find out it was
Well, I
over?
think it was another 6 or 7 hours later when the DR came in and told us that the Germans had capitulated. You know.
Do you remember how you felt at that moment?
Well, I was pleased it was over. I could get back, and I had a wife and a little girl in England, and I was waiting for the war to be ended.